Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on Universe 2008 Dropshot. So, this guy is a recolor of Cybertron Defense Scattershot. And well, Universe 2008 was pretty much a filler toy line. Like a mix between a color, if I can speak correctly, some recolored figures and some new figures. Yeah, it was pretty much a filler line of I'm not. Well, I don't know what I'm saying, so let's just go on with the figure. Well, having a look at the detail, we can see that this guy's a huge tank with these missile pods here, which is pretty cool. And this is rather similar to the Micromaster Flak. Although if you want this in green, you'll have to go to Universe Overload. And this figure was eventually turned into Flak, although that was a camo white, and released in one of the BotCon box sets. And speaking of Micromasters, Dropshot was a Micromaster. So yeah, I don't know why they call this guy Dropshot, because he doesn't really look like who he's supposed to be. Name reused for trademark reasons? I don't know. But having a look at the detailing, right here we can see it says DCO 2077. 2077. Not unlike a certain glitchy, buggy piece of shit game. Okay, I'm joking there. Just if you're watching this, I know opinions suck, but yeah. So we got this on one side. On the other side, we don't have anything, but we do have a big Decepticon insignia. Now, one complaint I have is if you lift up the missile pod thing, you can see his head right there. So that's definitely a complaint. Yeah. Well, having a 360. We got some Minicon ports here on the side. I didn't get any Minicons out, but I do have something to put on there, which you'll see soon. Want this at the front. I mean, I guess if you want this to be a snowplow, then you can. Although I think officially it's supposed to be up like this. The underneath, which shows the robot torso. So yeah. Now, one thing I do like about the missile pod is it rotates all the way around with some pretty good engineering, because we got this thing here that rotates. So that was very clever, and I do appreciate that. Now, Cyberkey gimmicks. Well, one thing I've got to show is his actual gun, which he actually does come with one, and just can plug into either Minicon ports. So if you want to, there you go. Which is pretty cool. But, well, Cyberkey gimmicks, because this is a Cybertron figure. He comes with this Cyberkey, which is just a boring, translucent green version of an Earth Cyberkey. For comparison. As you can see, nothing's painted. And there's no code on the back, unlike the standard Cyberkeys. But when you just set this, on this side we get this huge pistol thing. And on this side, which, well, often this one does it by itself, but I'm just gonna use the key. Well, this one has a literal missile pod. For fire. Oh, there we go. So, do have actual missiles, which I'll just leave off for now, and a little sight thing that does move up. So yeah, that pretty much does it for the vehicle mode. So if I can just raise my camera slightly, not pausing the video this time for once. Let's try and get this guy transformed. Well, to start, take what I said was a snowplow earlier and just move that all the way down. Be careful because my camera's on a uneven surface, so it could fall backwards. There we go. There we go, have it so we can stand up. Well, not right now because this bit's making it back heavy. Take the back treads, work them loose, like so. Try and find a way to spin them around. And plug them in here. Because these can pop off. So be careful, these can pop off. There we go. Split the legs. Take these bits. Activate the cyber key gimmick by yourself because it's an old figure. There we go. Stay still, you asshole. Get the hands. And just get them out. There we go. And get the head up. And here we have Dropshot in his robot mode. And one complaint is this thing keeps popping out by itself. I mean, it's like Hasbro just likes pissing off their fans. Why does every figure have to do something like this? A loose joint, a breakable joint, a gimmick that's spring-loaded that just does the gimmick itself when you look at the figure funny. But yeah. But before I get angry, here we have Dropshot in his robot mode, and he definitely, yeah, this is when my tongue stops working, he definitely looks really cool. Because he's got the little missile pod things on his arms now. I mean, sure, he's got an entire turntable on his back now. But, well, you don't really display him facing the back unless it's a battle scene, so that can be forgiven. Now, having a look at the head, we can see that, well, he's got both a blue visor and these goggles. Because Cybertron Scattershot did have these yellow goggles, but they were pretty much his eyes. But the Cybertron defense figure also had the visor. So yeah, that's definitely a cool looking head, in my opinion. And why don't we just do the gimmicks now? You can still flip this out, and he even pegs into his arm. Oh, well, I'll show the articulation first. The head can turn. I guess this is as far as you can T-pose. He's got this much for his elbows, although they don't move back. His arms can move all the way. His wrist can move in. I'll move these out the way. Well, he doesn't have waist articulation. He technically has crotch articulation. I know that's awkward, but he does. He can use it the legs. It's got, if I can do it, the splits. Stop it. Stop. These bits can swivel. But, yeah, frustration aside, that bit does pop up by itself, so let's just keep it up before I throw the figure in rage. Now it's not even doing it. Yeah, this figure is a bit uncanny. Sometimes the spring is just weaker than... Sometimes the spring is weaker than my will to live, and sometimes it's stronger than my... Well, and sometimes it's stronger than... Well, I can't think of anything, but... Yeah, the spring is inconsistent on this thing. As I was saying, we got the knee. And we got a bit of foot articulation. So yeah, this guy is a bit posable. And well, for weaponry, as you saw during the articulation, this thing kept springing open. So let's just finally get it open. The missile launcher, of course. And with this arm, if I can just get the cyber key. So, and then I think you have to pull this. There we go. Yeah, I don't really like how this gun looks in his hands, so what I prefer to do is, if I can just get this back up. What I prefer to do is display him with his missile launcher in hand, but then display him with his gun in this hand. And then also give him his missiles. There we go. And this is how I display Dropshot. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, complaints. Well, what do you think about... what do you think my complaints are? This thing, it doesn't stay in place. But, well, that's pretty much my only complaint is... Yeah, I cannot even speak. Yeah, that's my only complaint is that this thing doesn't stay in place. But if you display him in robot mode with this out, then it's not an issue. If anything, it seems to just be a problem if you're just trying to move him about. So if you just want to display him, then it's fine. So yeah. But aside from that, do I recommend him? Well, yeah, this is actually a really cool looking figure. Like, no matter the colors, so whether it's scattershot, drop shot, or Overload, because those are all figures that were released in retail back in the day, because, well, with Flack, he was just a convention exclusive, so it would be a bit rarer. Like, no matter what version of the figure it is, I definitely recommend this mold. He looks really cool. He has an awesome alternate mode, and, well, I just love how this figure looks. So yeah, this has been my review on Universe Dropshot, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.